But I can talk about what I can see right here. That's all I do, is I talk about what I see. Yo, I love programming. Programming is my favorite.
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
I don't think I've gotten that across quite well enough yet. I don't think I've talked about it at all. Maybe very briefly about how much I like to look at programming, how much I love looking at why people might be putting things with other things, the stimuluses that are trying to be attained through putting movements with other movements, and what the competition means at certain times, and how much volume is within certain workouts within certain days. Was there plenty of pushing and pulling? Was there enough squatting versus deadlifting? The whole thing is just a beautiful picture. One of my favorite things to listen to is the Get With The Programming podcast, see if I agree or I disagree with the things that they're saying on their podcast. I'd have to say that 90% of the time I agree with those guys, so you go Get With The Programming, good job. And if you've watched the stuff that I put together on Dave Castro, you'll know that there's reasons I liked him so much. It's because everything felt like it had a purpose, everything felt like it flowed well. I would always try to cite the games and the CrossFit Open and the regionals and all of those for where to look with where to go with my own programming, for when I would write things at the affiliate and when I would write things for my present day program. All of this stuff now in the trunk, and you know that I really have a soft spot for programming, you'll understand that I was very much looking forward to the standardized workouts that were going to be coming out for this year's semifinals. I thought that it was the greatest idea ever. Why would they not do something like this? One of the worst things about the year where there were 30 or so semifinals was trying to keep up with all of them and thinking how skewed they were at certain places for certain athletes. Not that they were doing it on purpose, but it almost appeared as if certain people went to the games because the programming was really favorable towards them. And that's completely okay. I mean, I almost prefer that over the first programmed workout for the individuals this year, and that's 2014 Regional Event 5. 10 rounds, one legless rope climb, done at 15 feet, and then you do the run down and back where you move the chest piece. There isn't very much said on these, but you have to assume that they're probably going to set up the exact same way because it's the repeat workout. I love the idea of a repeat workout, but this is the worst workout to do as a repeat in my opinion. So while I told you I was very excited for the idea of the workouts that would be standardized amongst the semifinals, it's a great idea to have that. And I love the idea of having a repeat workout, but why in the hell would this be the freaking repeat workout? I didn't even need to go look at the leaderboard from 2014 to know that all of the times really were separated by seconds on the male side. I do think that on the female side, it's probably going to show how far they've come. So on the male side, yeah, probably the worst repeat workout you could have possibly chosen. You might as well have chosen Karen, 150 wall balls, and every single person's going to finish within split seconds depending on their wall ball cadence. Every single man back there, and I'm thinking like Central East region, I believe they were all like 344, 345, maybe just all under 350.
Hit the ground at the same time. Graham Holmberg, Rich Froning, and it looks like Graham Holmberg will take event number 5. Oh! And Scott Panchek. Oh. What were you doing? And where did you come from?
That's exactly the...
But the females, like I said, they're a little bit more spread out. So the females, I would have to venture to say that they're going to take minutes off of their time. The top times back then were 5, but a lot of the females back in the day were in like the 6, 7, 8, and even as long as 11 minutes. The females have come a long way on the rope climbs, and perhaps I'm missing that. Perhaps that's the entire point. Show how far the females have come, and if that's the point, that's cool. But as I'm reading the only information that CrossFit has put out about why they're doing something, first of all, I saw a typo. All teams and athletes will complete 6 workouts. And yeah, I don't want to pick on the typo, and maybe I should also leave the one on Instagram alone where they just copy and pasted the males' weights for the females in kilograms. If they've done that again, this isn't that big of a deal. Unlike in the Open where it was a very big deal, where some people were probably getting their only source of information possibly from Instagram, so if they saw the wrong weights on Instagram, they may have gone and done the wrong workout in the gym right then and there. The athletes in this case will have a bunch of time to figure out that the weights are incorrect. They're not doing those weights. That's not a big deal, nor is the typo on the page. However, I do think that it's really weird when there's a company that has all of these people working together to put this stuff out that they don't pick up something as easy as a typo. I have had plenty of shit in my lifetime for having typos in my work, but I'm one guy pounding away on the internet trying to get as much content on the internet as possible for you guys. I see those things come in, I'm like, fuck it, whatever, I had a typo. But this is a different type of typo. But we'll move on past that. We're going to go back to workout number 1, which was Regional Event 5 from 2014. I really wish that they would have had a repeat where it would have mattered, where the entire world was doing the workouts. That that would have been in the open. They didn't repeat an open workout. That's the first time that they've ever not repeated an open workout. That didn't sit very well with me, and I was waiting for them to possibly repeat something in the quarterfinals where 10% of the people who did the competition then had the chance to then repeat a workout, see how far they've come. But it is in regionals where they are now repeating a workout. And sure, I really like the idea of repeating even a regional workout, now doing them at the semifinals amongst every single semifinal. But what would have been really cool would have them to have done one of the most iconic workouts of all time. This one, sure, I remember Elijah Muhammad was doing really well. He was jumping halfway up the rope, but imagine what's going to happen this day. There's going to be people, every single person is going to take 10% off the time. Every single time is going to be within fractions of a second, and like I keep saying, the females will do better. But you could have chosen such a better workout. Like, what's wrong with the hundreds back from like 2013? Or event 6 was one of the best things ever. They had the 50s, where they did the 50 deadlifts, the 50 box jump overs, the 50 ring dips, the wall balls, that entire thing.
He doesn't need to beat Rich or Scott, but it wouldn't hurt to put a few more bodies between him and Will Morad. In lane number 4, Marcus Hendren is off the wall.
That was a great workout. I also think that they probably could have chosen a better weightlifting workout. And if you wanted to do a repeat workout, I think that they should have killed two birds with one stone here and done something like the double under snatch workout. That was 2012, I think. Or if you really want to do something cool, you repeat the workout with, anyway, maybe this is something they can do in the future. I don't know the entire picture that is the programming for these semifinals. They said that they had bumpers put on. So for the 4 workouts that aren't being programmed by CrossFit, they got to hit a certain stimulus, and that's very important. I do think that that's a good idea, but I do think that the 2014 rope climb workout was a terrible, terrible idea, and there's a huge amount of workouts that they could have chosen instead. But yeah, there are more workouts, like that Barbell Complex. Event 2, 3 cleans, 2 front squats, and a shoulder to overhead, which looks a lot like the Bella Complex at the Rogue Invitation, which was a clean, a shoulder to overhead, a front squat, and a shoulder to overhead. Sure, they're different, but they look very similar. They hadn't done it all that long ago. I can go ahead and tell you that it's probably going to be Guy Malheiros who is going to win, Jeffrey Adler who's going to do really well, Justin Medeiros is going to do very well. We remember they all did that at the Rogue Invitational, along with Tia Toomey doing real well, and Laura Horvath doing real well. Amanda Barnhart's going to do real well. We just know that. And sure, they're going to do well in anything that involves cleans and jerks and front squats, so I really can't give this one too much of a hard time because it's hard to program something that looks really cool and exciting, that with that exception being maybe something that's a ladder. Maybe something like the 10-8-6-4-2 Snatch Ladder from the 2016 regional. They already redid that one, Andrew. They did it at the West Coast Classic. Yeah, I know. I got in so much trouble for missing the fact that the 2020 games had a swim workout with a short distance in the pool. I blocked out the 2020 games. It was a meaningless games for me. It was so freaking weird. 5 people per side, all about the field. And I want an elimination style 50-meter swim bracketed swimming tournament. I think that'd be sick. But as far as the weightlifting thing goes, sure, whatever. That's cool. That's fine. Nothing exciting. I mean, you're going to get the strongest people to come through that clearly. Whatever. Not my favorite, but still, it passes. Unlike the rope climb workout. That does not pass. Flipping on over to the team side, you got this thruster and rope climb workout. It looks like the females are going to split the load on 40 thrusters and then 6 rope climbs, 30 and 4, 20 and 2. All at 95 pounds, before the males do the exact same workout with the same legless rope climbs at 135 pounds. I think that looks like a good workout. I think the team workouts in general look way more intriguing. There aren't any of the nuances about where people need to stand and what the flow of the workout is, but what it looks like is you split the work up as however you want to do it, and it's 90 thrusters, so when you split up, it's 45, which is the 21-15-9 a friend each, 45 reps each, and then it's a legless rope climbs. It ends up looking a lot like the finale again in the 2016 for the individuals, just doubled up team style, split up however you want. So I kind of really like this one. It's weird that it's workout number 1. Usually the Fran type workout's the final workout, but it is for the team, so who knows? Like we said, we know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Teams don't get a repeat workout. Then they have this Snatch Ladder. I like the Snatch Ladder a lot too. I don't really know how this is going to go either. It says that there are 10 bars with the 11th bar staged at blah. I wonder if they're going to be able to keep going. I'm looking at the CrossFit.com website. It doesn't say anything right there about how the flow of the workout's going to go, if they keep going or if they all get a tie after they hit that final weight. But I like this workout way more than I like the heavy loaded Barbell Complex for the individuals. I like the idea of a ladder. So just a quick recap. I think the individual workouts are not so great. I think the team workouts are potentially very good. I've been very much looking forward to seeing what these workouts were going to be. I know a lot of you probably also have been excited to see them as well. So what do you guys think? Do you think that they did a good job? Do you agree that rope climb workout was one of the worst possible workouts to be chosen as a repeat workout? Finally, at this point in the stage in the open, at this stage at the freaking semifinals, there is such a vast amount of freaking workouts they could have chosen from the regionals that would have been so much better to have implemented at the semifinals. Why choose that one? Did they watch 10 seconds out of one of my videos and I clipped Elijah Muhammad doing a rope climb at one point and they go, oh yeah, that's a good idea, we're gonna get Andrew off our backs. Like, no. And I know I clipped it at one point, and it's very possible I clicked on one video at one point in time at 1 second and saw, oh yeah, we're gonna make him happy for once. You didn't make me happy. You made me mad. All they would have had to have done is said, hey Andrew, we're going to repeat a workout. Maybe they wanted a short workout to be repeated. I don't know what they're going to look like. I could completely bite my own tongue at some point if they come out and the workouts look like the best compilation ever when sandwiched with the other things that they're going to have the bumpers upon and the semifinals are going to do everything in an awesome way. Who knows? We'll find out, but I can talk about what I can see right here. That's all I do is I talk about what I see. What do you think? Let me know. Andrew Hiller out.